Hi everyone, this is Chris Stewart here with training footage from October 21st, 2014. Today you're going to see me do overhead squats, snatches, clean and jerks, good mornings, and clean pulls. Starting out with the overhead squats, just pretty much warm up here. Nothing really going on, 50 kilos. Into the snatches. You actually notice I missed this first snatch, and it's because my ass shot up coming off the ground. I was able to tell that if you watch that or really closely or watch it in slow motion, you'll see my ass comes up first before the rest of my body basically starts even moving. And I missed it forward, and I've actually had this kind of happening to me the last couple workouts I've done, so I'm pretty sure that's the root cause, that I'm going to be weary of that from now on when I'm lifting, is to try and make sure that my hips and my torso, the angle in between the two, remains constant until I start my second pull. That's what you want, and that's how you make sure you have good leverage on the bar after that first pull. So snatches are doubles at 70%, which is 72 kilos for me. They felt pretty routine today after missing that first one. Nothing really new here to talk about. What I really want to talk about today in this video is the clean and jerks you're going to see. So I did clean and jerk doubles today, and the one thing I was really focusing on was trying to get a little bit more consistent with those jerks, and I didn't really necessarily accomplish that today. I'm trying to implement a new thing where I'm trying to push those elbows outwards when I have that front rack position for the jerk, and this is supposed to give me a larger platform for my the bar to sit on, and that allows you to be a little bit more stable when driving and generating force on that bar. But the thing that's happening is my footwork is just non-existent. It seems like I am kind of stepping all over the place with happy feet. I can't get any, I just don't feel comfortable basically in that split, and what really needs to happen is for me to probably go work on those presses in the split a little bit more and finding a position that's really comfortable for me for my split jerk. So you'll see with this first one here, I take that, you watch that front foot, and you see it's constantly leaning towards the outside, meaning that I need to split wider horizontally or wider on the x-axis. And I have this bad habit of splitting too narrow. This one actually looks pretty solid. The back leg was extremely straight on both of these jerks here, but I wasn't stepping around, which is kind of what I want to avoid doing. I'm not really sure what the best cue is to do this. I'm trying to push out on that bar, like I said earlier. You see me look down at my feet because I want to make sure that one of my feet isn't in front of the other. I used to have a really bad habit of doing that subconsciously, and I'm trying to fix that. It's getting better, but it's something I like to check still. I can't tell from this angle if I'm dipping down straight, but you'll still notice every time I jerk that those knees are caving in when I start generating force upwards. When I get done with my eccentric, I don't know why they do that. If I just have a certain subset of muscles that are really weak down there and are overpowered by other ones, probably my quads if I had to have a guess at it, but I'm not sure. But every single time I do these jerks, it just seems like they almost come in like rubber bands, and it doesn't look right to me. But I don't know, I'm pretty new to Olympic weightlifting still. Here's one of the examples where that footwork really is bad, and I think that this bad footwork actually might be a cause for some shoulder issues I've had going on. You'll notice when I get happy feet that my shoulders really take a beating because they're in the locked out position, and then I'll dip one way or dip the other way, and my shoulders will stay locked out, or my elbows will stay locked out, and my shoulders, those capsules, will basically have to catch that ball and joint. I mean, I guess your shoulder is a ball and joint, and you can think of your arm as kind of the ball, and the joint is actually in your shoulder. And you can just imagine that ball is just scraping the shit out of all those ligaments and that tissue inside of your shoulder every time that you're dipping with that much. You're dipping on one side with that much weight above your head. That might have been kind of just pseudoscience what I said there. It's terms I've heard before, but I'm not 100% sure of the definitions. That looked like a really good jerk, but that's something I really need to figure out, is because I think once I get that footwork solidified, that jerks will become a lot easier on my shoulders then too, because hopefully I won't be dipping on one side, and that's what's really been beating my shoulders up. The cleans today I'm not really worried about at all. You saw, actually, I missed the very first one I did a while ago. First time I've missed a clean actually at this weight in quite a while. And it kind of took me by shock. I'm guessing that's because my ass shot up on that one too, but I don't have the camera angle to prove it. The other things you'll see in this video are clean pulls and good mornings. Good mornings are pretty typical good mornings. Nothing really special going on here. Here's the first set of clean pulls. You can even see my ass shooting up a little bit on those as well. And that's just something I'm going to have to keep in mind. And I have a tendency to do that when weights get heavy, is not maintaining that angle in between my hips and my torso. It's not constant going into that second pull. So just something to be mindful of, I guess. But thanks for watching, guys.